Okay, I can still win this thing. All I have to do is change the parameters. you know, the goal, the end time goal. And then molested freaks like Chris Seager and Hearing Officer Odrobina no longer have, and the ball's no longer in their court. I got a crazy kitty here. But it's like by this time next year, I could have already had my sex change, my implants, my hormones, my facial feminization, my vocal feminization, the operation to get rid of that right there. And, the SRS, the genitalia change and everything, and my follow-up surgeries. And I could have like a really awesome guy who's generous and has money who likes the idea of the exotic delicacy it is to engage in this project with me and enjoy the rewards. And then I can just you never know, he might have good lawyer friends that may be able to take this thing entirely out of the hands of these terrorists disguised as substance abuse counselors and hearing officers, right? And if not, I could just drive without a license as a woman. After I get a sex change, I'll just drive without a license like everybody else who has problems with these freaks does. And when I get pulled over and they arrest me, my man can bond me out and get my vehicle out of the impound. See? And then it'll come before a judge, and we can hire a good lawyer to, not no little passive little weenie who, can take your money and not do what he says he'll do, like Kyle Legal. I paid him for license restoration. I still don't have a restored license. And, so ultimately, I didn't get my money's worth. And I warned him it was going to be hard, and he didn't even try to put any extra effort. I warned him there was corruption involved, that there's, freaks, who have misrepresented me, disregarded my abstinent nature, and, just my love for my clarity, It's not a sobriety thing. I don't have a problem with alcohol. The reason that I have the driving offenses when I was a kid, 32 years ago, is because they were force marketing, like they still are today, force marketing alcohol, because they make money off of alcohol and pills and chemicals. So they've got everybody brainwashed to, that's in power. They don't let people in power that aren't brainwashed to vilify and demonize those who choose any other options besides being alcoholic chemical toilets, right? And that's how I see people who are on prescription drugs that don't even try to abstain from those sorceries of man, which is what pharmaceuticals translates to, or what sorceries of man translates to pharmaceuticals, right? It's like they don't even try to abstain from those pills, that are pushed upon them, and even try marijuana. Now the doctors have been minions to their little covert operation for years, and now they're getting stabbed in the back by the same government that they were minions to all this time with Obamacare. So it's kind of ironic, watch who you lay in bed with, right? And then they have, I have 32-year-old alcohol-related driving offenses from when I was a kid, a teenager. And Terry Lynn Land was so incompetent, so retarded. Just what did she do while she was Secretary of State? Run around smoking crack, taking it up her ass, because it's like laws changed while this retarded white devil bitch was in Secretary of State while she was the top dog, bitch. And she didn't bother to purge the system of old cases like mine that could end up being backlogged for the rest of our lives, you know? It's like my case is backlogged now because I had to go see this retarded bitch, Chris Seager, at Catholic Services. And she's not qualified to be a substance abuse counselor because she called herself giving me a diagnosis on my report, my evaluation. That she's not qualified to give. And she based that diagnosis on my words out of my mouth, my beliefs, my religious beliefs about medical marijuana, and not on my actual usage. So then where this becomes illegal, okay, it was illegal at that point because she slandered me and she violated federal HIPAA laws that protect, the privacy of my health conditions and don't make them an issue. You see, it's like she wouldn't have made an issue if the doctor had prescribed me Vicodin, or if the doctor had prescribed me Tylenol 3s or Oxys. You see, she wouldn't have diagnosed me as chemical dependent and required me to go interact with drunken chemical toilets at these NA meetings to fulfill their requirements to get my driver's license back. It's like, suck my dick, bitch. Yeah. So it's like that bitch is so cursed now that the only way she could get the curses off her life and her family's life and her bloodline and the spirit and her agencies that she works for and, off of her feet and her mouth and her mind and her body is to to publicly denounce everything she said about me, to retract everything she said about me, apologize, offer me reparations, and get my driver's license back, undo the damage she did. Same for Odrobina. It's like, you abuse your power, then, it comes at you cartoonishly from the spiritual realm when it affects one of God's end-time elect. Right? It's like, I'm not supposed to be dressing up in drag doing these videos right now. I'm supposed to be at work. I'm supposed to be supporting myself. I'm supposed to be paying taxes. All the things you don't want to let me do. Ain't that about a bitch? But then you want to put me through the ringer for being on SSI. Treat me like the criminal. Yeah, I paid into that system. I still got money coming back, baby. Tabulated. Yeah, look at my work record. Cunts. Yeah, and then now they cut my food stamps even more due to female incompetence. It's like, fuck, man. The only woman I know who's truly competent at her job is my wife. Yeah, it's like I haven't come across any other woman yet that's competent. Okay, if I had these experiences with competent women who were not molested by a family friend who smoked weed, then I'd have my driver's license back right now. I'd be too busy to make these videos. I wouldn't be doing the freaky shit I'm doing to get spiritual power, to get revenge. You see, and engaging in necromancy and sexual rituals with interdimensional entities to get whoop ass on these evil bitches that because somebody else molested them, they're going to molest my life now. And that's how I feel about it. Is both these bitches were molested. It must have been. I mean, what else would explain why, okay, you see a guy who had his driver's license in 32 years over alcohol-related offenses when he was a kid, and you want to demonize him for having a medical marijuana card now when he has health problems? Really? 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 What other explanation can you give me besides Uncle Frank, who smoked weed, molested you? Yeah. It's like, I have already proven, I have video documented fact proof that medical marijuana does benefit, okay? It does calm down those who are having psychotic rages, makes them less dangerous, less violent. It does, yes. It does lower blood pressure by as much as 100 points. Yeah, I've got the video proof from 224 down to 133 in a matter of hours. Yeah, it's like medical marijuana does a lot of good stuff. It helps against pains. It helps against headaches. It helps against stress-related issues that cause heart problems. And these quacks and minions of the government disguised as doctors, participated in this psyops. It's just an ongoing psyops against marijuana. Just like God prophesied it'd be in the end times, that they would pimp their pharmaceuticals, their sorceries of man, and their alcohol on the young generation, and deprive them of the healing qualities of the herb that he described, literally described. Even the King James Version didn't lose the description of marijuana, bitch. Yeah. So you gonna defy God now, huh? Yeah, and you're gonna do it with one of his end time elect. I'm on the level of a doormat, but still, I'm one of them because of the knowledge that I know. You see, because of what I accept as the truth, because I know that we're on a spirit skin. I know that we're merely premonitions of our potential existences right now. You see. So I'm looking to win this. Help me put the word out to people with money. I'm not shockable. I want to do a whole lot of freaky stuff once I get my vagina. I'm game for anything. That we can do. That's not pedophilic or doesn't negatively affect other entities. Because I can't negatively affect other entities in my position, but I can get a sex change, and I can engage in all kinds of perverted sex. Whatever you want to do. I'm down for horses, dogs, whatever. And I'll see myself as liberated and saved by, the person or parties that does this for me, and be very grateful and be showing my gratitude personally, physically, with the use of the toy we make of my body. And all I want is, independence for help fighting against the government corruption that will not let me drive, okay? Because that's all it is. It's corruption. It's a personal witch hunt against, those of us who we medicate with marijuana when we can instead of pills. And, they didn't even give me the option. It's a alcohol-related offense. And Obama signed in a law, signed off on it. It was somebody else's law in 2010 that, for such an offense, by law, they're supposed to give me the option of putting a breathalyzer in my vehicle and giving me my license back. And they didn't even do that. She hit me with a full, flat-out suspension revocation again for a whole nother year. It's been 32 years. You see, if I'd had some competent people, as substance abuse evaluators and hearing officers instead of these, mind-raped bitches, then, I would be driving. So, I've got a lot of rage to channel into sexual energy. Think about it. Think about my voice would be changed, my face would be changed. My teeth are fake, so we can even get some different looking teeth for me. It's like it can get me a nose job, implants, hormones, transfer, all the fat habit harvested in all the places where I've got some fat still, and transfer it to my ass so that my ass plumps back out like it used to be in my glory days. And I'll be one of the hottest sex toys that, they could invest in. And, it's a fair trade. It gets me transformed from the man that's being raped by these raped victims of rape. See, I'm a survivor. I survived rape. I survived molestation. See me harping, chasing down the people that, the demographic that is like the people that, just because they claim to be Christians. You don't see me trying to burn churches down, do you? It's like, I am not the person that Chris Seager described me as, the person that's, still got the mentality that I had 32 years ago. If I was that person, I'd be in prison right now for, making her eat her words in no uncertain terms. So it's like she's lucky that she's wrong about me. And I want to be transformed where she doesn't have this power over me anymore. It means not this much to me. I'm down for doing it, however, crowdfunding it, whatever. I got no shame to defeating these white devil horrors by any means necessary. And the only thing we can do is to take the goal out of their hands by transforming my gender. Okay, so I need this to happen. I need this to defeat this government corruption. It's all I have to look forward to now.